I am 84 years old, and for the last few mornings I've been sitting in this house staring at photographs that feel like they belong to someone else.
That is the quiet horror of growing old, but realizing you lived a life you never fully entered. I did everything a sensible man was supposed to do. I bought the house. I built the career. I earned the pension. There are certificates in my drawers proving I was successful, yet somehow I missed myself.
For decades, I told myself I was being careful, wise, responsible. In my 30s, I worked in corporate finance. I measured life in deadlines and projections. Always believing that real happiness was something you unlocked later after you had stability. After the next promotion, after everything was perfectly in place, my wife, Margaret, used to ask me to take evenings off, just for us. My daughter, Lucy, wanted me at her school assemblies. And I always said the same thing. Soon became my favorite word. It sounded so mature, so safe. But it was a lie. One afternoon, in particular, stays with me, etched in my memory. Lucy must have been 6 years old. She came to me, her eyes wide with excitement, holding a messy piece of paper, a treasure map she'd drawn herself. She wanted to explore the field behind our home, an adventure, she called it. I was in the middle of reviewing financial reports for an upcoming appraisal. I didn't shout. I didn't dismiss her. Instead, I calmly explained that if I focused on my work now, we'd have much better memories later on. I watched her nod, trying to understand. She folded the map carefully, her little hands moving with a precision that broke my heart, and walked away. That quiet walk was the sound of something breaking between us. We never did go on that adventure. Life just kept giving me very reasonable excuses. There were always bills to pay, emergencies to handle, commitments to fulfill. The years slipped by. Margaret and I stopped talking about our dreams and started talking about logistics, who was picking up what, when the next payment was due. Lucy stopped asking me for my time. Not because she didn't need me anymore, but because she learned not to expect me. She learned that my soon really meant never. At 66, I retired. I remember thinking, now my real life begins. But life doesn't wait for you to be ready. Margaret had already learned how to live without my presence. We'd sit at the same dinner table, to strangers with nothing left to share. The silence was deafening. 2 years later, she got sick. It was aggressive, fast, in those last few weeks. I tried to compress decades of absence into moments of effort. I planned the trips we never took. I tried to say the words I never practiced. She listened kindly, but kindness is not the same as closeness. She died holding my hand, and in that final moment, I understood something far too late. At her funeral, no one remembered my career achievements or the promotions I'd chased so relentlessly. They remembered her warmth, her laugh, her presence. I've lived alone for 14 years now. Lucy calls, of course. She's respectful, dutiful. But distance doesn't just heal because time passes. The chasm between us remains. I'm 84 years old now. And when I look back, the only things I truly own are the moments I postponed until they expired. Time has no refunds. There's no way to go back and reclaim those lost afternoons. So I'm telling you this not loudly, not dramatically, but from the quiet of my own regret that your caution might be costing you your life. Your life is not waiting for you in some distant future. It's happening right now, in the unplanned afternoon, in the imperfect conversation, in the invitation you almost decline because you're too busy. If someone you love wants your time, give it to them. Not after the next project is finished. Not when things finally slow down. No. Because one day, you'll find yourself sitting in a quiet room, surrounded by the ghosts of missed opportunities. And you'll realize the life you were preparing for walked right past you while you were busy. Getting ready. The sun is setting outside my window now. The house is quiet. I've said what I needed to say. Please, don't wait. Don't make the same mistake I did. Live now. Thanks for listening.